Welcome back to my channel. This will be my brand review of Ollie. Now, Ollie has become quite a social media rage. Their promotion and their packaging and their everything is quite bursting up and popping up in the social media for the past 1 to 2 months. And I wanted to discuss about this brand in detail because I do have some thoughts to share, and most of them are not the positive ones. So stay tuned till the end to know everything that you need to know about this brand and whether you should invest your hard-earned money in this brand or not. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Moitri Haldar. If you are seeing this face for the very first time, I do make a lot of skincare content mixed with couple of content that I really like. So if you are into that genre, then do consider subscribing and hitting on that bell notification to get notified. And do not forget to follow me in my social media accounts where I'm the most active, and you get to be a part of what goes into my videos, especially my Instagram, where I do a couple of live sessions to answer back to all of your skincare queries. So without any further ado, let's just get on with today's video, that is the brand review of Ollie. Coming to the brand summary, now this brand is fairly a new brand, and it is a brand which has its root right here in Kolkata where I live. Their brand motto is indulgent, luxurious and organic. They claim to have every kind of product for every kind of budget that you might have. They do claim to be gluten-free, herbal, natural, Ayurvedic, 100% organic, and of course an Indian brand. We are going to delve upon all of them in the later part of the video, and the products that they have ranges between wellness and beauty. In the beauty category, they do have stuff like moisturizer, serums, face mask, I think face washes and even face toners. And in the wellness section, they do have some candles, some hand sanitizer and hand washes. Now the price range of this particular brand ranges from something around 150 or 200 rupees to as high as 1500 to even 4000 rupees for those combos. Now coming to the main judging part of any brand, that is their ingredient list, the choosing of the ingredient list, the overall ethics, and whether they do disclose their full ingredient list or not. This particular brand is very inconsistent in mentioning their ingredient list. Now if you go into their website, none of the products does claims to have its full ingredient list. The only thing that is mentioned is ingredients, and you cannot judge by the particular term whether it's full ingredients or key ingredients. Now because it is an Ayurvedic brand, and especially in India, Ayurvedic brands such as Biotique or Khadi do not disclose their full ingredient list because they have a clean check of being an organic or Ayurvedic brand. Now I'm going to go in much more detail about the ingredient list of the product that I personally tried, but what I've seen, the trend of this brand so far, that they do mention the essential oils, the botanical extracts and preservatives of some. They do mention the percentage of the phenoxyethanol or any other kind of preservative that they chose to include in some of the products, but the major chunk of their products does not disclose any kind of things. So before buying or before selecting any kind of product, you do not have an idea, or even after applying the product, what goes into your face. So that is something that I'm not cool with. If you are not into skincare, or even if you are into skincare, you might know or you might not know that to make any kind of product that has natural extract or any kind of other extracts or chemicals or anything, you need first of all preservatives, and the second, if you have a lot of natural extracts, you need stabilizer. And majority of the products does contain a lot of organic substances, so the missing stabilizer and the preservatives is something that you should be concerned about, because this brand is not telling you what you are exactly putting onto your face. All of the products that they have, at least what I have tried, are all heavily scented. Even for someone like me who likes fragrance in her products, I do think the products are very heavily scented, and sometimes people might get migraine with this because the smell is quite overpowering. Every time you open their product, the smell just lingers throughout your room, and this is not something that I am cool about. This is the reason why I like fragrance in my products and not a lot of essential oil, which this brand does, which is compared to be equally bad as fragrances. Now if you are into Ollie, I'm guessing you are into fragrances and you like that aromatherapy, then it is not a concern for you. But if you are someone who is a fragrance free freak, or even someone who likes mild fragrances in their products, this brand is not for you. Coming to the products that I have actually tried. Now I have actually tried 4 of their products from Schmitten because I do not want to waste my money before buying any brand, because I want to test them first and then I want to buy it. I got these 4 samples from Schmitten smitten, and I will be talking each one in detail. And sneak peek, one of the products is something that raged me and encouraged me to do this video. Coming to the first product, which is their moisturizer, that is the Hello Hydration. It is a moisture boost gel cream, multivitamin AM/PM protection. This is all that they say in the packaging. Coming to the ingredient list, it claims to have licorice, fenugreek, beeswax, glycerin, almond, and lastly vitamin A and vitamin E. Neither of the preservatives or the stabilizers are mentioned in the product. As of now, making this video, I am seeing in their website. So this product right here has a very gel-like texture. The texture of the product is something that I really liked. It has not that aloe vera gel kind of texture, but a texture that will suit a lot of oily skin or even normal skin. But coming to the fragrance, it does has a very strong fragrance of, how can I say, if you go into those cheap parlors, if you can smell the products that they use are very invigorating. This is the exact smell of a parlor that I first went to and never went back. The fragrance is quite overpowering. I do not like it. I first did a patch test of this product. It didn't really did anything, but when I applied it on my face, it broke me out like crazy. So I'm not happy about that. And this one retails for 899 rupees, almost 900 rupees for the full size. Coming to the next product, which is their face mask. Now this is a powder face mask, so you can apply anything like a milk or even yogurt or even rose water, which they suggest, and make your own face mask with it. I did a patch test and it did cause me some rashes, so I obviously do not like this product. But this product contains 4 ingredients that they mentioned: turmeric, neem, poppy seeds, and herbal extract. We do not know what herbal extracts that they are using. Even if you are mentioning only the key ingredients, please be clear of doing so. What the heck is herbal? It might be something bad for my skin, and I think it does has it, because it did broke me out, because my skin is pretty much resilient to most fragrance products. This is a complete no-no for me. It retails for 399 rupees for the full product, and I did use it on this part of my face, made my skin red, and after that it went quite dull. Coming to the next product, a product that I actually decently think that some people might like because it didn't broke me out, kind of gave me a little bit of face masky effect. So this is the Bad Be Gone from Olly. It contains honey, turmeric, eucalyptus, and multivitamin. And I have used it one time and I'm not going to use it because I do not know what I am putting onto my face. It also has the most mildest fragrance among all. This one retails for 799 rupees for the full one. Again, this is something that I won't personally buy, but this is something that might work for some people. Coming on to the last product, the most horrendous product of their whole line, the sunscreen. Now I'm going to tell you why I'm so against this product in just a bit, but this product is called Damn Sun. This is a broad spectrum SPF 30+ anti-sun and pollution. This is the claims of this particular product. Now first of all, this product is supposed to be your sunscreen, but the ingredient list, I will read it out and you let me know if you think this is a sunscreen. It has almond milk, calendula, beeswax, till oil or sesame seed oil, water, and SPF 30. What the heck is SPF 30? That is not an ingredient. That is the protection that you are getting. So in the ingredient list, they think we are fool and they chose to include SPF 30 in their ingredient list. So let's just break down all the ingredient list, right? So the first ingredient is almond milk, the stuff that we eat. Mandelic acid is extracted from almond. I'm thinking almond milk is put in here for the aromatic benefits or for the other benefits. So almond milk doesn't have any sun protection. Calendula on the other hand does suits your skin, do not has any significant sun protection factor. Beeswax is only here for the texture, I'm supposing, and doesn't has any kind of sun protection again. Coming to till oil or sesame seed oil, however, it can soak up to 30% of the UV rays, so some kind of sun factor. Now coming to the actual claim of SPF 30, now in their product list or in their ingredient list, they do not mention any kind of filters, but when they are advertising this particular product as their titanium dioxide sunscreen. So yes, titanium dioxide is a sunscreen filter, but let me tell you a detailed review of how titanium dioxide actually works. Now titanium dioxide when added to a product gives you a white cast, but this particular product doesn't has any kind of white cast. It does has a tint of white. So I'm guessing there is some kind of titanium dioxide there. Now the percentage of titanium dioxide depends, because every 1% of titanium dioxide in the product does gives you a sun protection factor of 2.6. Being a broad spectrum, it does not filter out the UVA1 rays, which is really harmful for your skin. So the least minimum titanium dioxide that actually doctors prefer is 5%. So if you even add 5%, then the sun protection factor is something around 12 or 13, and this particular product claims to be 30 SPF plus. They do not have any PA rate, so it being not having any kind of sunscreen filters apart from titanium dioxide, which is what they claim, and also neither it didn't had any PA rating. So in the packaging they do mention SPF 30 plus, but in the website they are mentioning SPF 30 double plus. So I'm guessing they forgot to add the PA. Maybe the one who was designing forgot PA is something. Sunscreen is really important. You need to wear sunscreen even if you are indoors. Even this particular product is not suitable for your indoor sunscreen, because we do not know what kind of filters are going into it. And I am sure people are hating on Purito for the in vitro test of the sunscreen being about like SPF 15 and they are claiming 50. If this product is sent to in vitro test, I am guessing the SPF will be again around 5%, because I am pretty much sure they have not used 5% or even 2% of titanium dioxide in this product. So this product treated as a moisturizer, not as a sunscreen that they claim. Now I am not going to go into pros and cons, because all of them would be cons. So cutting this video short and going straight to my verdict. Now I do not support brands who do not mention any kind of ingredient list or their full ingredient list. So this particular brand is a no for me. You are not really aware what you are putting into your face. As a consumers, we have the right to know what is going on to our face, because at the end of the day we are the person who are investing our money in. So I have never talked negatively about any brand. I will again not talk negatively about this brand also. I think they have some kind of visual when they started this brand. I fully respect that, but for me it didn't work out. And if they didn't have this particular product in their range, I wouldn't have even made this video. But this particular product, as I am a sunscreen preacher and a sunscreen lover, I hate it. And because majority of the people do not know the science behind skincare, they do blindly trust. Now it has been a lot more better by the introduction of some amazing people like Cassandra, Hiram, Dr. Dre, and all of them are amazing, and people are getting into skincare because of them, and I'm really thankful. But still people are quite unaware, and they do trust the brand claims in something like that will make them fairer, or that will fade their hyperpigmentation, or it being a sunscreen. So it's not a cool idea to actually fool your customers, because those are the people who does fills up your pocket. Now it does has an overpowering fragrance, which is a personal preference, but I do like my fragrances, but on the minimum level. But some people might enjoy this aromatherapy, but for me it's not a good sign. Now this is the exact problem I have with Ayurvedic or so-called herbal Ayurvedic brands like Biotique or Khadia and even this Oli. They do get a clean check regarding the ingredient list. They do not need to disclose the full ingredient list. Even the brands who are not Ayurvedic, they are sometimes hiding their ingredient list. So this is something that Indian government needs to work on the regulations, because where putting our money is involved, we need to be more aware as a consumers to actually determine what is a good brand or what is a bad brand. But to summarize this video, I do not hate this brand. I do not have any kind of hate regarding anyone, because I do not personally know them, what are their ideologies. But what I do hate is fooling their customers. So this is a brand for someone who is okay with too much fragrances, who does not care what they are putting onto your face, blessed with a good skin. This brand is perfect for you. But for us, an aware skincare enthusiast and the person who are watching me, I think you are a little bit aware about skincare and what you are putting onto your face. This brand I do not think is for me or you, and I won't repurchase this brand until they disclose their full ingredient list. Let's not invest in a brand like this. Hey guys, so that was a little bit different from my videos. I do not hate any brand or have any kind of negative reactions to any product, because my skin is different, your skin is different. What works for me might not work for you, what works for you might not work for me. But as an aware customer, I do like to know what is going on to my face, because I am first of all putting my most most important asset, that's my face, to test out a product. And second of all, I'm wasting my hard-earned money. So this is not something that I'm a fan of. So if you have a same thought process like me, then do like this video, comment down below any other kind of counter arguments or any kind of stuff that you want to tell me in the comment box below. I'm only active for 2 hours after the premiere. Share this video to any of your friends who are curious about this brand called Olly. The packaging is something that is quite appealing. The font and everything did trigger me to buy these samples. And lastly, subscribe to my channel, hit on the bell notification, and I'll see you in the next video, which is all about toning, which is the most favorite part of my routine. So bye bye and take care.